Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series of Theory of Automata and Formal Languages. So we are into unit number 4 where we are learning push-down automata and its constructions and various applications. And we are into lecture number 3, that is an extended part, and we are into we are into a third example. Okay, and in this example we will check it out how to use the concept of reverse string, or how to look into a reverse string and how to construct a PDA for that. Okay, this is a very common question, and it's a context-free language. I am also going to take a lecture in future where I will let you know what is the difference between this deterministic context-free language and deterministic push-down automata, where you will able to learn how to identify a context-free language. Okay, so that I will let you know. But for the time being, we were dealing with this context-free language where the language is given to you is WC W to the power R, and where W belongs to A comma B whole to the power asterisk. Okay, so what I have to do is that I have to take a word, string, and that belongs to W, and that string followed by C, and then W to the power R is nothing but reverse of that particular string that I am taking. Clear? So initially, if I ask you initially what will be the string, initial string, because this A comma B whole to the power star means what? That initially it might be 0. That means the word will be 0. That means the initial string will be C. So always keep in mind that initial string will be C, then it can be anything, right? So basically, the way of writing in your examination is that step 1, you have to write down the analysis part. That means by the analysis of the language, what you understood. Okay, that you write on your own language. Okay, that is the way of writing. I have also already mentioned over here, and in earlier video lectures also I have mentioned. Okay, so in step number 2, you assume that the pushdown automata BP, and you mention all the 7 tuples, and initially you just keep it blank because you doesn't know the flow diagram or the transition diagram, right? So after drawing the transition diagram, then you can fill up all these fields. Clear? And then finally you can draw the transition diagram if asked. If suppose you might be having a question that a language is given to you and you have to draw a pushdown automata, then how to carry forward or how to write down in your examination. See, in your while applying for any kind of competitive exams, there is no big deal, right? You just need to understand the transition diagram. That's it. And you have to, if you understand the transition diagram, as I've already mentioned in the previous video, that will be enough to understand how the flow is going on. And with that, you can easily write down the transition functions. Clear? So my suggestion to you is that this is the step number 1 if you're writing in an examination. Step number 1. Step number 2 is that assumption of the pushdown automata and mention all the 7 tuples. Then step number 3, you show the transition diagram. No one will cut the marks. Okay, and then you can show the transition function and followed by the transition table. Transition table is not that much mandatory. Transition function is mandatory. Transition diagram is mandatory. Clear? Now let us check how to work out. Now basically I have taken a string A, B, B, C, B, B, A, but I will show you universally. Okay, but while writing the transition function, you have to work it out with these string only. Is this clear? Again, I'm repeating. I am assuming only this particular string. Based on this particular string only, I will construct the PDA. But here, I will show you the transition diagram, universal transition diagram for this language. Clear? But while writing the transition function steps, correct, you have to use this string, and then you have to show the transition function steps. Clear? So let us now draw the transition diagram, and let us check how this WC, again I'm writing over here WC W to the power R such that W belongs to A comma B. I will show you the universal concept, and then you can easily draw the diagram for this particular string also, or else you can go with the diagram, universal diagram, and for the transition function you can show this string. Clear? Now let us check it out, this particular language, how to work it out. I have taken this input alphabet, input tape, and I will let you know later on. Then this is the stack, empty stack. I have, as you already know, initial step is always the same, right? So let me draw that Q naught on sync epsilon. Nothing is there. What is to be pushed? Z naught is to be pushed. So Z naught I have already pushed. Clear? And I have taken a new state. Let it be Q1. Clear? Now the concept comes here. Look into the string. WC, W to the power R. This C is a differentiator between this W and the reverse of that particular string. Correct? So that means whatever beside this C or before this C, whatever string is there, you have to push it to the stack. And the reverse, you need to read and pop this particular string that you have already pushed. Clear? Again, I'm repeating. This is the part that is W, and this is the part that is W to the power R. Correct? So whatever string is here in W, you have to push into the stack. Then C you have to read, and you have to skip that particular transition. And then once you read W to the power R or read W to the power R, you should pop whatever is there in W, whatever you have pushed into the stack. Clear? Now one more thing is that the last element of this W, okay, will be the first element of W to the power R. So these should always match. That means this portion should always match. This should always match, and this should always match. Besides this, whatever it will read, it will not pop that element. It will simply skip or something like that. I will let you know. Okay. The logic behind this is clear. Now we will draw the diagram. So first, initial phase is done. Now moving to the Q1, what I will do, I will take the self loop, right? So in this self loop, there may be many cases because I'm drawing right now for a universal diagram for this particular string. Clear? So this may be many cases. Now, first case may be on sync A, correct? And top of the stack is suppose Z naught. What is to be pushed? A to be pushed. Clear? So this also you can write it down like this. On sync A, top of the stack is Z naught. What is to be pushed? A. So once it is pushed, what are the elements? A, Z naught. So that you can also mention like this. Clear? So I'm not writing like this. I'm writing in this fashion only. Okay. Next, there might be one more case that after inserting all the A's, top of the stack will be now A. Correct? Then what do you have to push? A. So whatever A is there, you have to push, right? Besides C, I'm working right now. Clear? And one more string may be there. If A is the element that I'm reading and earlier there might be B, then what is to be pushed? Again, A to be pushed. Correct? So if I write like this, I have read only the element A. So these are the elements that I am considering that earlier it might be there in the stack. Okay, because you doesn't know the string right now. I'm not drawing this particular string. I am drawing the string for this particular universal language. Clear? So now if I am talking about B, therefore there might be one more self loop where I will consider the cases for B. So if I am reading B and top of the stack is Z naught, what I have to push? B. Correct? So if I am reading B, what is the top of the stack? B. Correct? Then what I have to push? B. Correct? If I am reading B and top of the stack may be A, then what I have to push? B. So these are the possible cases you might get it. Correct? You just keep in mind, you just think of it, right? Suppose the string may be like this, A, B, A. It might be there, right? So what will be the initial symbol? A. Again, I'm repeating, if I'm taking suppose a string A, B, A, then what will be the initial symbol? A. Top of the stack will be Z naught. What I am pushing? A. Clear? Then again, I am reading the symbol B. Okay. What is the top of the stack now? A. Correct? And what I'm pushing? The same element B. Again, if I'm reading A, and what is the top of the stack now? B. Correct? So what will be the transition? A, top of the stack B, and what I'm pushing? A. So understood? So this is a particular string, but I'm considering this as a universal one and I'm drawing this diagram. Clear? Now I'm moving forward. So all the A's, all the B's has been read, correct? And that means read and push also, right? So the pushing operation of this W is done. Now I will take the next string, that is C, correct? So on sync C, as this is a different element, so it will change the transition and it will move to Q2, correct? On sync C, so there are how many cases? You can pause the video and you can think how many cases for C now. C can be of 3 cases. One case is that already I have told you that if the string is W belongs to A comma B to the power star, that means if star belongs to 0, that means the string will be only C, correct? That means I won't be having any A and B. That means what I can write on sync C, if the top of the stack is Z0, what I have to skip? Z0. That means I have read only C. So for C, you have to keep in mind that I am only reading this element skip C, and I am skipping the particular insertion and deletion process. Clear? So this is one done. Again, there might be one more case. If top of the stack is A, then skip. One more case. If top of the stack is B, then skip. Clear? So this is done for C. Now I'm coming this is done. Now we will be looking into the W to the power R. In W to the power R, what is the condition? That if B, then only it will pop. That means these two should match. The first element of W to the power R and the last element of W should always match. That means I will draw a loop and I will write that if it is B, if the input symbol I am reading B, and if the top of the stack is B, then only what I will pop. Clear? And if I am reading, suppose A, and top of the stack is A, then only I am popping. Otherwise, I am taking any condition? No, I am not taking any more condition. So these are the two possibilities that I might get. Because if I am done with A, B, A, what will be the overall W? This is suppose W, and what will be the W to the power R? Again A, B, A, correct? So if I am reading A, and if the top of the stack is A, then only what? It will pop. If I am reading B and top of the stack is B, then it will pop. Otherwise, is there any cases? No. So this is the final diagram. And finally, all the W to the power R will be checked over here only. And then finally, we will reach to the QF. That means entire this string will be read. And then we will left out with epsilon. And if the top of the stack is Z0, what I have to do? Epsilon. So this is the general overview, or you can say the transition diagram of this particular language. Clear? So this diagram that you are looking into is the universal diagram of this particular language. But if you take only this particular string and you show it, then you don't need to show other stuff as well. Only you have to show, suppose I'm writing this A, B, B, C, B, B, A. First is A, correct? On reading A, top of the stack is Z0, then I am pushing what? A, correct? So next string is what? B. So for B I have to write, and top of the stack is what? A. So this string will be there, this transition will be there. Again on sync B, top of the stack is B. So this transition, and this transition will be there. Clear? Other than that, any more transition is required? No. So this transition will be omitted if I am talking only for this particular string. Then for C, what will be the cases? This is mandatory, right? This will be the universal one, because if star is equals to 0, then okay, fine. If you are looking for this particular string, then you no need to write this one. You can draw that if I'm reading C and top of the stack is what? I no need to use this one. I have to use this one because top of the stack will be now B. So on sync C, if the top of the stack is B, I'm just skipping it. Correct? Then finally, I'm reading with B. So for this particular W to the power R, I have to take these two loops. There is no other option because this is a fixed one. Because on sync B, the top of the stack should be B. Then only it will pop. On sync A, the top of the stack should be A. Then it will pop. Because I have already told you W to the power R, whatever string is there, each position should match with the W positions, increasing positions. Correct? So this is the general overview diagram of your WC W to the power R. So if you are having any doubt, please let me know and comment down below. And do subscribe my channel, because I am going to upload a lot of videos right now, and I'm on the uplifting positions right now. Okay, I'm summing up all the videos, all the notes, and I'm trying to upload videos daily. Okay, so basically I have started off with unit 3, then I will be completing unit 4, then I will moving to unit 5, and then I will jump off to unit 2. So I will be uploading videos almost in a regular basis. So do subscribe my channel, and then we will look forward to your queries as well. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Take care. Have a nice day.